Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Chora Inc. podcast. My name is Anne Nyambura. I am your host, and today I am joined by a guest. She's going to introduce herself as she insisted that she eat popcorn on this podcast. So I also have my popcorn here. She has a drink. Today we're just having fun and chilling. Been chilling. Yes. Introduce yourself.
My name is Joy. Patience. Domo.
They don't need your whole ID. They don't need your whole ID. Why did you have to introduce yourself like this is a job interview? I was going to tell you earlier, no, you don't have to say your whole before people go and research you on Google. You can just keep.
Actually, I researched myself.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how many people do you know how many Joy Patience Domos there are?
Joy Patience Dongo?
Yeah. I'm not special.
Do you have like another middle name, like a Kikuyu name? Don't say it. But
Yeah.
do you have one?
Yeah, but it's very common as well. So I'm very common.
Oh yeah, you do have a middle name.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. They won't find you as quickly as they think they will.
No.
Unless they try to match you with your face or something like that.
No, that's just creepy.
You don't know how many creepy people in the internet.
Actually, no. I'm curious. Hey guys, if you find me, I'm just saying. If you find me, my accounts are all public. So if you find me,
follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on TikTok.
Actually, I don't have Twitter.
I don't have Twitter either.
I don't know how to work it.
Okay. You don't have Twitter. Okay, let's first introduce the topic for today. Then we're gonna dive in to. She's going to join me for 2 episodes. So this is the first episode. Okay. So I want to introduce today's topic. Today's topic, well, we're going to do today 2 topics. This is episode 3 of the Chora Inc. podcast. So you're our first guest.
Oh.
Our first guest decided to leave the country. The person who was supposed to be the first guest.
I wasn't your first choice.
Huh?
I wasn't your first
Joy,
choice.
whenever you my first choice. Whenever.
Wow. So I'm a pity decision?
No. There's people I could have called, but look, you're here. So like
I'm here because I forced my way into your house.
That's a fact. I've been finding these people in my house. Why? Like, no, we went for breakfast, and then I was like, oh, are you guys going home after this? And what answer was I given?
Of course we're going to your house. Where else would we go?
We're going to my house. Lovely. So I'm putting you to work.
Okay.
Anyway, so today's topic, the first topic you want to start with. So I don't know if you want to do for this episode, you would like to do for the discussing the gossip, because this episode is more like our pain with gossip and people spreading fake news. Should we call it the fake news episode? Yeah, fake news episode. The rotten grapevine. Yes,
Yeah.
the rotten grapevine.
That's
That's the rotten grapevine.
Yes.
Because then for the next episode, you guys tune in and you find out what the next topic will be. To introduce herself in this one. Well, let's see. When last time that we met?
we were at a pre-wedding. No. Yeah.
Was it a pre-wedding? No, I met you at your mom's wedding.
Oh, yes.
That's the very first
That
time I
was the
saw
one
you.
that we met. Yes.
And you were babysitting.
I wasn't babysitting.
Yes, you were babysitting.
I'm always
You had a
babysitting.
bunch of kids surrounding you. Oh, you were feeding a kid actually.
Why am I always surrounded with children?
Amen, Jesus. May you hear her prayers. She's asking and requesting. No, I'm praying.
Oh yeah, you were dancing, and I found it funny because you were one of the only bridesmaids the junior bridesmaids that looked like you wanted to be there.
That is after for the reception. But remember when we were getting ready?
Oh, let me
I came
there
to
was
the
a
house.
story to him about me getting ready there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
We are ready. Go ahead. This is
so since
before I met you. Before I saw you. Continue.
okay, so before we had actually met, people didn't actually know who I was, especially a lot of the guests. So when I first got there, we stayed at a family friend's house, especially the women. We were all getting ready together. That's where we were sleeping. That's where we were hanging out, you know. But they didn't know who I was. They just thought I was another one of the flower girls. They didn't know I was the groom's daughter, right? So the day of the wedding, we're in a rush. I was one of the first people to wake up because I wanted to get ready first, you know. I was sent downstairs first. They were like, go downstairs, get in line, you know. But because I'm so passive and I was nice at the time, I was like 14, I just let all the girls kind of go in front of me. It wasn't until like the last 15 minutes of before we were getting into the limo that one of my mom's close friends and bridesmaids actually came down and was like, "Oh, Joy, you don't have your makeup done?" "No, I'm still waiting." And then she started screaming at everyone, "Get her makeup done, get it done." And my makeup looked so bad. I can show you a picture.
Oh my god. As she pulls up the picture, many of you might be wondering, where are you guys? You look like you're in a forest, in a bush somewhere. Well, welcome to this part. I think this is where I'm going to be having my guests come in with a podcast here. Because for those of you on Spotify, you don't see what's happening here, but it's my ingenious the interior designing. But anyway, going back, how? Wow.
Yeah.
So today, let me tell you, if somebody tries to skip Joy while she's trying to get her makeup done,
No.
let me tell you.
No, I get my own makeup done.
Oh, you do your own makeup?
I do my own now. I've learned.
I believe you do makeup better. I don't know. I don't want to throw shade, but like there's those makeup people who are coming up at that time, and the main lady was not actually doing makeup to like the younger people. So the way my face looked, like this lady that we went to church with, she saw me too with my makeup, and I said hi to her, and she was shocked. She was like, "Who are you?" And had to introduce myself with my makeup. That's how crazy the makeup was. It wasn't bad, but they made us look like we were not the people we were. I don't know how bad yours was. Mine wasn't terrible.
Mine was, I looked different. This is kind of a picture. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the picture. These are all the dancing. I have you dancing as well.
Oh, you do have pictures? Oh, you have videos of me dancing?
Yes.
Oh, you should send me those. I don't have them.
So this was...
Wow. You look like your sister here. Oh my god.
This is me with like the filter on.
Oh, stop it. You guys are related.
I think she's my sister.
Wow, you look... Wow.
Where are my eyelashes? There's not even
mascara. You have eyelashes.
I don't even have mascara.
Oh, you look so tiny here. Little did we know what you are planning to become. A menace to society.
I don't even know. I couldn't even understand this, but this was what was going on.
It's like a Kikuyu thing.
I was trying to figure out why they stuffed their butts.
It's like a comedy thing. They wear like those big shoes as well. I don't know if I can find something and we can insert it here.
Picture of...
You actually look cute. You don't look horrible, but I see like what you mean. You didn't have eyeshadow.
No.
That was popping. You didn't have
I didn't
eyelashes.
have anything. They just did the base makeup and my eyebrows and called it a day because we had to get into the limo.
Wow. They didn't even try to do your makeup after that?
No. After that. And then worst part is they didn't even put setting spray. I remember specifically my face was melting. Yeah, it was so bad. Oh, another fun fact. I don't know if I should say this on here. Oh, well. I didn't know that my stepmother, my mother at the time, was pregnant. I was literally told the day
I don't know if Annie is going to give us permission to say all of that. We're just dropping big bombs here.
No, but they didn't tell me that she was pregnant. One of her friends were like, "Are you excited to have a little sister?" And I was like, "Where? When?"
Who? But,
yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't know. Wait, did I know? No, I think I knew after that. Maybe I knew during, because I think she was a little bit like sick.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what's going on? She was like, I'm just... Then your mom just nonchalantly drops bombs.
Yeah.
Like, just casually. Yeah, it gives you the news that will break your life.
I'm
casually.
Like,
just... Yeah, that's what's happening.
But yeah,
that's what
that was the story time, is that I did not look my best. People did not know who I was.
No, she looks nice. You look pretty. You just look like your sister there. You know which sister I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like her there.
The skinny one.
Yes. Wow, you look much prettier now, let's just say that.
I think I grew into my nose.
You grew...
Yeah.
And your facial structure too.
I grew into it.
You look pretty. I'm not saying you didn't look pretty and you still look pretty now. God. It just nauseates me to compliment you. Because after this, we are fighting about how ugly we look. Because she walk in intentionally with makeup and her everything done, dressed nicely, and then she'll find me relaxing on my couch, be like, I dressed up like this just to spite you.
Yes.
Yes.
What else? Am I supposed to be going anywhere else?
And then I'll start roasting her edges. And I'll start roasting her eyebrows.
My edges and my eyebrows are never looking the same, okay? They have their days. They have their good days.
I was looking at your eyebrows. Did you by any chance shave your eyebrows
No, not actually. I haven't shaved them in a little bit. Eric has actually been roasting me as well. He said that I need to.
No,
clean
today
them
you
up.
did your eyebrows differently.
Yeah, because I ran out of my product. I ran out of my pen, so I had to use my pomade.
Look, you still look nice.
Yeah,
They still look
oh,
nice.
Eric rubbed them halfway through.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Lovely. Yeah, that's things that cause you to be probably having some thoughts that we're not going to mention on this podcast. We shall discuss behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. But yeah, wow.
yeah, fun fact.
Yeah, no.
It was so funny though, as everyone was panicking because I was never at the time I was not a girly girl, so I was just finding it funny as everyone was running around trying to get my makeup done, trying to get me dressed, do all of this, do all that.
I found you in your dress, I think. I think I just found you in your dress, or maybe
I didn't even have my dress on.
Wow. At that time we were leaving for the limo. When the ladies are like,
when
the ladies are sitting outside, you were there not having your makeup done.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Wow. So okay, that's the first time I saw you. So when is the first time that you met me?
When
or like that you noticed me rather?
On the dance floor when you were dancing with the other junior bridesmaids.
But they had those dresses. Okay, this is my thing. When I know I'm going somewhere, I'm about to break it down, I don't wear dresses that are like strapless or things like, because I know that I'm gonna keep doing this thing when I'm pulling it up. So I try my best to wear a dress that has straps. And if
all the ladies I noticed, they tied their dress up at that time.
Yes, they had like a hook in the back of their dress. I had a dress that I was comfortable with. It didn't look like their dress. It was the same color, but it didn't look like their dress. So I was comfortable. I was ready. I had practiced for that dance. You think I was going to waste that dance? No, I was ready to dance. So
I was not. I was literally told maybe 2 weeks in advance that I was going to be part of the wedding.
Wow.
And they asked for my measurements, and that was it. They got me a flight, and that was it.
You're sounding a little bit pathetic right
now. like at this time, okay, here's the thing. At this time, I really didn't care for much. So my family would just tell me things, and I'd just be like, okay. Like, I had no decision-making skills at all. I would just be like, that's what we're doing.
Well, you're 14. You're not really... Honestly, I feel like people like have too high standards of kids. Like, just because you're babysitting other kids doesn't mean you're gonna have to be an adult, or they expect you to be doing things that are adulting. I know how you feel.
I was just like,
when you're taking responsibility of other younger people expect you to be very mature, and that's not how it happens.
Yeah.
So that's the first time we met. So after that, I think we started seeing each other more often because you were around.
Because my sister was born, and you kept coming over to my house.
Oh yes. I love babies so much.
She didn't like you though.
She didn't like anyone. Your sister didn't like anyone. I don't think she liked you to begin with.
She liked me. She got used to me, actually.
Yes, got used to you. She didn't like you either. No, you used to leave the house and come back, and she used to cry and go to your mom. What do you mean? She's like, but I was here. Yeah, but she still didn't like you for a long time. And then she got used to you.
She got used to me, yeah.
Yes. But I wasn't at your house more as often, so...
No.
And then remember how she was afraid of hats? Oh, yeah. Like people wearing hats?
Oh, that was funny.
Like if you came into the house and she had a good... your sister has the best memory. Like, you dare come in with a hat once, she remembers exactly who you were. And the moment you walk in through the door with the hat, she remembers you. Yeah, that's your sister.
Yeah, very special.
Joy.
Did that sound condescending?
We're not even going to discuss that. Moving on, as we head out on that topic, on that note. So that was
let's 2019.
That's
we met 2018 and then because that's when the wedding was, and then 2019 that's when I moved here, and that's when we actually would see each other more often.
Yes, and I would see you in church events. I would see you in like baby showers. I would see you. Did I see you in a baby shower?
Yeah.
Yes.
My mom was trying to parade me around Worcester. So
yes, I saw you a lot. Yeah. And I came to your church often.
Yeah.
So I saw you there as well. So that's how we met.
Yeah.
That's how I met your mother.
Oh, have you seen the new one, How I Met Your Father?
No, I haven't even watched How I Met Your Mother.
Me neither, but I've watched like an episode here and there.
I've never seen an episode either.
It's very confusing though, because in the beginning, spoiler alert, in the beginning he's like dating someone, but that's not the mother, you know? And then he keeps narrating it like, oh, your aunt, but he's dating her at the time. So it's very weird.
Lovely. Just excellent.
So I don't know when they're gonna break up and when the mother pops in.
I'm not one for American shows, you know. American drama does not beat Korean drama.
It doesn't.
It does not. That's another thing that I found out about you, and I was like, oh yes, yes. Let's even share which Korean dramas you're watching
right now. I'm still on The Extraordinary Attorney Woo.
I haven't finished that one. That was interesting.
Yeah, she's autistic and she's a lawyer, and I love it. I love it so much.
Her personality is big.
She is.
And the fact that she can't read social cues properly, but she responds to everything like a normal person, but without the care of like other people's emotions.
Yeah.
I see why you like Attorney Woo, actually.
Yeah. Oh, you like? I know you liked me. No, when did I say that? And I was like, I know you liked me. She literally said that to the male lead.
And she's in front of him just like, and you make me nervous. And I'm gonna leave now. And she leaves. And she leaves. And then she goes and asks everybody around her, how is it like a boy? This is when this and this and this is like, we should go out somewhere. We should do something.
Is this a date? I'm pretty sure this is a date. This is giving date.
We should go see whales.
Yes, she loves whales.
Yes. You know where we should go for a date? An aquarium. You know what we should see at an aquarium?
You owe me a date to an aquarium.
Who? Oh yes.
I've never been to an aquarium.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. We have to go to that.
Man,
it's a specific aquarium, the one with the cockasus.
Say it again.
The one with the cockasus. This whole day. Don't even start with me. This whole day, this people have been on my English. My parents did not take me to school for you guys to be commenting on my English. You know I speak three languages in total. Get out of here, man. And you're commenting about my language. How many do you speak?
English.
Fluently.
I speak two.
Which one and which one? Please put yourself in this spot for us to have you speak that second one.
I speak three, actually.
Which one do you speak?
I speak English, for one, fluently.
Yes.
I'm fluent in gibberish, and I'm fluent in sarcasm as well. So, fluently,
in that case, I speak about 10. In that case, I speak about 10.
I forgot nonsense as well.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that one I know. That one I have messed with. That and sarcasm are a big one in your your language. I get that one. So, you haven't been to an aquarium?
No.
Okay. I don't want you to say how old you are, because I'm like, yeah, now people are going to really seriously just look at you and just be like, yeah, we have every single information. Anybody who wants to file anything under your name can file. Or even like, one thing that I'm afraid of, like when you're signing up for something like an account and they're like, put your mother's maiden name. And then you have an interview like this one and people are like, what's your mother's maiden name? And somebody can hack your account with that information. So, I'm not going to ask that.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? You have never gotten hacked. Wait until you get hacked. That's when you learn discipline.
No, I watched Identity Theft though. That was a good movie.
Identity Theft?
Yeah. It's with, I don't want to call her fat, but it's what's her name? She's really funny. She's in a lot of movies.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh,
her name starts with an M, I think.
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. Yeah,
I
love her.
Oh, she's amazing.
Her. She is.
Oh, she's hilarious.
Yeah. So she steals.
She's in that show that you've been watching recently. What is it called? Gilmore Girls. She's in Gilmore Girls. You know that?
Oh yeah, she plays Suki.
Yeah,
I actually stopped watching it. She's actually a cook.
Yeah, she bakes. She bakes too.
But she's more of a cook.
She's a chef. Let's stick to the chef.
We're just gonna keep arguing over things.
Yes, we are gonna argue about it until we watch an episode and then.
So yeah, I stopped watching Gilmore Girls. What am I watching now? Oh, I was watching grooming videos of dogs.
Oh my gosh.
Now I want a dog.
Wait, no. You know what you need to do? You need to walk into a house with somebody with a dog who doesn't take care of their house. Then the whiff hits you. Then you walk past somebody who has it. Let me tell you something about dogs in America, yeah? Let me tell you about dogs in America. Dogs in Kenya too, you guys have this, but it's different. It's different here. Yo, people in their houses don't be taking care of their houses the way people in Kenya with dogs. People with dogs which are living in their houses in Kenya probably have maids, people to take care of their houses, to clean. and they don't have dogs like sitting on their couches, sleeping with them in bed, and if they are, they're cleaning. Here, somebody will walk by you and they'll be smelling like the pee of the dog.
Oh yeah, I watched a dog pee in the school compound.
Lovely.
It was
great.
an elementary school.
I would love a puppy too.
Oh, they were so cute.
But
I've noticed though is that the small dogs are crazy.
Oh,
and
yes.
The big dogs are very nice and calm. But I'm small, so I can't handle a big dog.
If you're gonna get a big dog, get a Great Dane.
I'm gonna pretend like I do. I'm very uneducated.
Great Dane. Great Dane is like the size of what is that? Poodle? Not a poodle actually. What's that little short donkey thing? A pony.
A poodle.
A poodle is a type of dog. I'm talking about a pony.
Oh, yeah, a pony.
Yeah, a pony. A pony is that short donkey.
I thought ponies were like nature's mistakes.
No, it's a hybrid that humans created. Did you know actually ponies cannot reproduce with each other?
Yeah, that's why I said it's nature's mistake.
It's not nature's mistake.
That's human mistake.
That's Alabama, sweet home Alabama, because whatever comes from
they made the horse and like what else?
The donkey.
Oh, the horse and the donkey.
Yes, and out comes a midget. Out comes a midget donkey horse that kids love getting for their birthdays. Well, knowing surely well it's not going to become a mother or a father. Actually, Alexa, snooze for 10 minutes. Alexa, snooze for 10 minutes.
Alexa, snooze for 10 minutes.
This is racism. This is racism. This is racism. Why? It's because I'm black. Actually, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'd realize that that's very sketch, seeing the difference in their skin tones. It does not make sense what I just said. It's because I am from Africa. That doesn't make sense.
What am I from? I am from Australia then.
Yo, do not associate. We were just talking about that today. Australia.
Oh
no.
No.
My God. Oh, anyway, we're not gonna say what we said.
No.
Let's just say good luck to the people in Australia. You people, if you're there and you're
some
safe,
of the animals there, just wow.
No, we can talk about what we saw. You know how we have snow in Massachusetts? Can you tell them what you saw?
So I saw what looked like snow, but it was just piles and piles of spider webs. It was horrifying. And
what was within the spider webs?
What do you mean what was in the spider webs? Spiders. What else would be within the spider webs?
Millions and millions of spiders. So when we're here in Massachusetts shoveling our snow, putting our snow upon each other, what are they doing in Australia spider season? I don't even want to know.
I made it onto Australia, like the TikTok page of the people just catching the spiders, and they're as big as like your hand.
I don't even
want to. It jumps.
I used to want to go to Australia.
No, I don't.
Nah, I think if I ever step into Australia, I would need a hazmat suit and a bubble.
Which one is first?
The hazmat suit, and then put me in the bubble.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thought you were gonna put the hazmat suit on.
No. I'll go to the country next to Australia, but I don't know all about Australia.
There's no country next to Australia.
Maybe that's for the best.
It's in the middle of the ocean.
It's for the best. For goodness sake, I don't know how these people survive.
I actually want to know. I want to know how those animals got there.
God. That's the only explanation. I don't see somebody like literally carrying what is it? You in your head, you go from one country, you're like, oh, beautiful big spider, let me take it to Australia. Oh, beautiful anaconda, let me take it to Australia. Oh, here's a big ass alligator, let me take it to Australia. Nah, those animals are there by themselves. It's the kangaroos fighting people for me though.
The boxing match.
Yes.
Are you ready?
And
Player one.
You know the story Eric was giving us, the one for choke holding the dog.
The kangaroo had the dog in a chokehold.
Like, why is the kangaroo choke holding the dog? That's
maybe the dog said something. I don't know if the language is the same.
No, that kangaroo looks like it's ready to fight anybody who comes its way.
Oh, I saw these two deers fighting. It's very funny. That was in the US.
The head thing, like whole like they bat their heads with each other?
No, it was actually hands. They were throwing hands at each other.
Oh,
I'll send you the video. It's
oh
very
my
funny.
God, that's hilarious.
It's very funny. It's in my favorites.
And they're saying that humans are violent. These animals really choose violence sometimes.
Humans are animals.
That's a fact. I take that one back.
We
are all the same.
We're just a slightly evolved. A little bit. Just a little bit.
Actually, I don't know about all that. I feel like some animals act stupid so that they can get taken care of by.
That makes sense.
Like,
no, but pandas are actually kind of stupid though.
No, yeah, pandas. I have to go with the panda thing. I saw a panda. It's falling off the same tree multiple times. Why do you keep going up the same tree? And not even that. It's like, oh my gosh. The way they fall and they... Where do they...
When they run out of bamboo, like let's say they eat their bamboo forest, they'll just sit there and starve. They won't move. They'll just sit there. It'll just be like, well, there's no more. I guess it's time.
They just sit there and now it's their time to
go. You know where I learned that from? Octonauts. I learned a lot from Octonauts.
Octonauts, the children's show.
Yeah, the children's show. It's a really good educational show.
I would see how.
I learned a lot.
I've not watched that.
They had to save that poor panda because the bamboo forest was going empty. They had to somehow lead the panda to another bamboo forest.
Can you imagine it just chilling? Which country has pandas? Japan, I think.
China.
Is it China or Japan?
China.
He's just chilling somewhere in a village in China and just see a panda comes towards you. Does that make sense to you?
No.
On the only animals that are as big as a bear that actually walk into people's business is this brown bears here in the New England.
You're so nosy. For what reason? Go back in your forest.
Right. Why are you out in public? Aren't you supposed to be there? We have conservatories for a reason. Go back. You don't want to die like this. Funny thing is, that's a different topic. But people be like, oh no, send it back. Send back the panda. Send back the bear into the forest. Then they go to Africa and start killing animals.
Animals are delicious. I mean...
I'm talking about poachers, Joy.
Oh, poachers?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about cows. Cows are delicious.
No, I'm not talking about those animals that we have raised them and tenderized them, massaged them. You know the Wagyu beef?
Yes.
The joke of the Wagyu beef, that the reason why it's expensive is because these cows get quality care.
Oh yeah,
they get massages.
They get French massages. That makes sense.
They don't eat grass.
They don't?
They don't eat grass.
Wow.
All you eat grass and you're going to become Wagyu.
Makes sense.
It doesn't make sense. Anyway, so we haven't even talked much about you. Is there anything else you'd like to say about you? Let me ask you these questions. Okay. There's a few questions. What are your aspirations and your dreams, Joy?
Me?
Give me something you aspire to be.
I aspire to be a doctor eventually.
Amen. Amen to that, Jesus.
Down the road.
Amen.
Maybe later.
Amen. You shall be in Jesus' name.
Thank you.
Yes. And what do you aspire to do? You know, you can get a doctorate and sit on it.
Oh, more of like a doctorate in like psychology. I want to become what's it called again? I forgot my whole career choice.
A doctor.
No, I'm talking about my career choice. I'm studying behavioral neuroscience.
Oh yes.
A neuropsychologist.
Okay.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
What if somebody asks you, well, explain to people, some of us don't know what neuropsychologists do. What do they do?
So those are the people that connect like behaviors, like the behaviors that you exhibit like physically to whatever's going on in your head, in your brain, like actual like
the chemical imbalances and stuff like that.
That kind of thing.
So the blood, the brain, the connections, the nerves and stuff like that.
Let's say like you can't diagnose dementia unless you talked with someone who has dementia, you know, and then you look in the brain and you start to see
your CT scans, your MRIs, your
and you see the actual problem. So that's what a neuropsychologist does.
Okay.
It connects the behavior to the brain.
So you're going to be more of a clinician doctor.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. I want to go more into like research.
Awesome. That's also my goal.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to doing. So I think we can help each other in the future. See, my goal is actually to start a practice when I get my doctorate. Mine is more of behavioral sciences when it comes to psychology and clinical part of it. So like the medication. So you're the people who we send the people to do like the
so I diagnose you and then I send it to you to fix.
Yes, to fix it. I'm the fixer up.
Yeah, I'm just a diagnosee.
Yes.
And I like that.
We help actually. I feel like clinicians help each other with diagnosis because I see the symptoms. I send to you the symptoms and you do the diagnosis.
Yeah.
You bring the diagnosis to me and I give the treatment. Yes. Oh no, the treatment is between the two.
Yeah, it is.
We discuss the treatment. Yes.
Because it's both behavior and brain.
Yeah. Oh, that's exciting. I love psychology. Why do you love psychology?
I love psychology because it's intricate and it's very in-depth because the brain is still very much undiscovered. Like we're still discovering.
You're one of those people who believe the brain is still undiscovered.
Yeah.
I have a big argument on that one.
Why do you have a big argument on that one?
I don't feel like the brain is undiscovered. I feel like we could use more technology to dissect what we know already. I think we have already discovered what we have to discover about the brain.
I don't think so. I think there's
the human brain.
It's so intricate, the neurons and everything that's firing in there.
But what else is there to discover about the brain?
Well, the brain just came to be like that. Like it just decided that these different like parts and neurons are going to coagulate and just decide that this is what we're gonna do.
We actually, first of all, before we even continue, today's Bible verse is from Romans 8 verse 31, and it says, this is spelled wrong. What then shall we say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? That's the Bible verse of the week. All right. Sorry, Joy. You are talking about what? We were discussing about neuroscience and the brain, and you were saying how you think we have not discovered everything about the brain yet.
Yes.
And my argument is on the opposite side. I think we have discovered everything to do with the brain, but the chemicals, maybe we discover how more chemicals outside the brain interact with what's in the brain already. I don't think we are going to discover anything more in the brain.
I think there's a lot to discover in the brain.
Like, do you mean like the systems and how they transmit?
Not
or they communicate?
Half the systems and half the communication is just that how did it come to be? Because each part of the body kind of has its own like origin almost, you know. But the brain, it's almost like they just perfectly, you know,
it's its own system.
It's its own system.
And it controls other systems.
And it controls everything else, and it's just it's its own, you know, entire entity, its own being, you know. It can function by itself, and it's just how
I agree with that.
How?
But what is there to discover about a part of your body that we already are seeing? We know all the parts there. There's no other parts to discover in the brain unless a miracle happens.
No, I'm not saying that there's any more parts. It's just more of like there's parts within the parts. Does that make sense?
Like if the pituitary gland has something else to do with another thing to do with it inside the brain, or what are you talking about?
No, I'm saying is just that it's more of like on a chemical level that there are things in there.
Okay, so then it's not the brain that we're gonna discover. We're gonna be discovering the interactions with the brain.
Yeah.
So your statement should be changed.
I'm not changing my statement.
Yes, you should change your statement.
I'm not changing my
Because
statement.
this is actually a very big argument in psychology, whether we have discovered the entirety of the brain or we have not. And if you come to this agreement, and what I say is that we have discovered everything there is to discover about the brain. What we don't have knowledge of to the full extent, and I'm pretty sure when science becomes more evident and when science becomes even stronger and we have more technology, I believe the technology we have now is advanced, but I feel like we're going to have even more advanced technology in the future. We're going to have a way to see like how things interact with each other. However, I think we are already to the maximum of discovering things in the brain. What we are left with is how things interact with what's in the brain already, and how the systems in the body interact with what's in the brain.
Yeah, and how the brain interacts with itself.
Yes, so we have discovered everything. We haven't discovered the interactions.
Well, how can
the
you
system
say,
itself
how can
is
you
complete.
say that we haven't discovered everything?
How
Can you say that we have discovered everything if we still don't know how everything interacts with everything?
The system is complete. The physical aspect is complete. The chemical aspect is complete.
But it's still part of the brain.
The chemical aspect is complete. This is my thing. We have discovered everything to do with the brain. The interactions, however, it's like saying I have a stomach. We haven't learned half of what the stomach can do, right? But the stomach is there. The system, the structure is there. We have seen the structure. People take out half the structure. I want to take out half. I want to take out half of my structure. Anyway, this is the point. I want to talk.
That felt a little personal. That felt a little personal.
You see how I be doing this? Nah, I don't care. I'm very confident with myself.
Oh, okay, I was about to compliment you. Never mind.
Nah, I'm good. I'm chilling. Well, thank you, Joy. I already know I'm gorgeous. That's a fact. Thank you. You cannot be bringing shade to my podcast. You cannot be bringing shade to my podcast.
I didn't bring shade.
Anyway, so
Your plants are bringing shade.
What? Wow.
I mean, they keep attacking me. I feel attacked.
You be talking crazy to me, so well deserved, if you ask me.
Continue with your sciencey talk that
Thank
I don't
you.
agree with.
You know, there's a time we should sit here when we have already done like maybe on like when you're on your second year of college, and then come sit with me here when you have done even the statistics, because I've done statistics or with psychology, and you'd be shocked how much we know about the brain already. What we don't know is how new technology will advance whatever we already have. Shockingly enough, there's a good saying that says there's nothing new under the sun. We just find things that are interesting to add upon what we find, the old things and the old things that we join together. So there's nothing new to discover with the brain. However, we can find new ways to cure some of the things. Like, let's say Alzheimer's, right? Right now, people are trying to find the cure to Alzheimer's. Yes, it's the brain. We haven't discovered what causes it.
Nope.
We don't know how to cure it.
Nope.
So that's one thing you can say, oh, there's a structure. There's a structure thing. There's something that goes wrong where the brain starts digressing. So how is technology, how's new medication, how's new research going to affect how we find new ways to deal, and how new ways to not to cure but to what's the word I'm looking for, to manage the disease process. That's where we are at right now.
Yeah.
So nothing new under the sun, really. Alzheimer's has always been there.
It's always been there.
Dementia has always been there. But technology has allowed us to see how it's
on a broader scale.
Yes.
How it's progressing.
So there's nothing new with the brain. It's just technology that's helping us see.
I understand what you're saying, but it's still technically new because we don't know it. That's what I'm trying to explain. It's
new. It's not new information. It's new. It's defining what we already have.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's just that it's technically new to, in my definition, it is new because we don't know.
Whatever you want to identify it as, honey, you go ahead. But when the question comes on your test,
I'm still gonna say no
and argue with the teacher. Listen. What I think.
Do you know how the systems work completely? I didn't think so.
Exactly.
So it's still
Mr. Professor, think about what you're telling me. I know what I'm talking about.
I will still argue. Actually, that's one of my downfalls. I will still argue.
Even
if I know I'm completely wrong.
Well, not if I'm wrong.
No,
I'll fess up completely. I'll fess up immediately.
I will not. I will completely.
Don't I know?
I will go on. And
and you will not cease.
I will die with that theory. I will die
with your pride in that.
Yes. Yes.
With your pride in that.
The sky is blue. No, it's purple. What are you talking about?
Wow.
Yes.
Anyway, Joy, I'm going to do part 2 to this. It's going to be our episode 4. That's where we discuss the rotten grapevines. But before we end this episode, we usually do a song of the week. And you had a song of the week. What's the song you'd like to leave us with today?
It's this really popular song on TikTok right now, Ceilings, by Lizzie Alpine, something like that. You know the song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course I know the song. What are you talking about?
Song.
Ceilings. I'm gonna let her do.
I'm not gonna sing. My voice is a little,
Get your phone and get it out. Get your phone. We're gonna do this. I don't know if we're gonna get copyrights yet, but let's see.
I don't think you're popular enough to get copyright.
What? Nah, they be copyrighting everybody these days. I'll be watching YouTube shorts and people are getting copyrighted. People in the middle of the music, it just shuts off. And then you're driving me home, and it kinda comes out as I get up to go. You kiss me in the car, it feels like the tone of a movie I've seen before, and it's not real, and you don't exist. The last time I was kissed, you kissed me in the car. It feels like the end of a movie I've seen before. Wonderful. We should start a choir. These people are not ready for our vocals.
I used to be in choir.
We're not gonna discuss that. She's no longer in choir, and we know why.
I think I can still sing a note or two.
Yeah, you're not a terrible singer. Just not that choir material.
Wow.
Either you are really bad or they are really bad.
No, I remember I quit.
When I'm trying to be nice to you on this podcast, I don't know why I'm trying to be nice to you. We'd be like,
I quit. I left on my own accord.
sure.
I did. I was the best.
Okay.
I was good.
Okay.
Miss Thomas, if you're watching this, I quit.
Miss Thomas, leave the podcast. We're almost ending. Why are you choosing violence? Miss Thomas did nothing to you.
Miss Thomas was she was a black woman, first of all, and she took that choir way too seriously, especially for it being fifth grade.
I have a story.
Fifth grade. It was a fifth grade choir, and we were just doing little Christmas recitals, but she would yell at us. You know, like Abby Lee Miller? That's the type of situation I was in, right? She'd be like, if you wanna quit, go ahead, walk out that door. Tell me right now. And I was just like,
that's aggressive.
okay, Miss Thomas.
Find peace, yeah.
I'm quitting.
the Lord,
Oh,
find
you're
the
quitting? Why are you quitting? I no longer wanna. This is toxic.
It's violent a little bit.
It feels toxic. So yeah, I quit. Because
You chose peace, my sister.
I chose peace.
You chose peace. That's all right. I agree with you. Anyway, this concludes episode 3. I was your host, Anyambura, joined by
Joy Patience.
It was nice having you, Joy Patience. See you guys in episode 4. She's gonna be right back. The next episode is where we're doing the gossip.
I know you guys loved me.
Wow, they're gonna ask for you back.
Yeah, yes.
What's this? Anyway, guys, nice to have you guys. Thank you for tuning in once again. See you next time. Bye. Say bye to the people.
Bye.